They're jammed up with limited options. Dave Bratt, you heard it today. He comes in. We talked about what labor has to pay for, what capital has to pay for. It looks like they came down the side of at least supporting labor and the fact that they're going to try to wring this. They use Volcker, which, by the way, Dave Bratt did the calculation on the show 2 months ago. If Paul Volcker was there, the interest rates would be at 7.5%, not at a couple of percent. It'd be a real interest rate, be 7.5%. But that's what a hawk would do. Dave Bratt, what did you think of Jay Powell's pronouncements from Jackson Hole, Wyoming today?
Well, he said all the right things, but, I'm fairly cynical on this political business cycle. So we'll see how long it lasts, right? So he's going to try to take a firm stand. And as soon as he said today that we're not at neutral, that's when the markets took off red. Go out to finviz.com. You can see the whole market's red, down 3% across all of them today. So we're not at neutral. So that was the first time he's acknowledged this transitory thing is done. That's kind of a joke. They totally goofed. We're not at neutral, which means they're going to take serious medicine going forward. And the big thing people got to recognize is that we do have pain. He mentioned that word over and over and over. But I don't think he did not explain the nature of the pain. We've been at 0%, right? Our economic regime is addicted to 0% Fed funds rate and free money for 10 years in a row. That's going to take a long time to break that addiction, right? So all the real economy we always talk about, productivity and doing real business and all that, they're used to, capital markets are used to that 0% interest. That's all done today. And so then you heard him go off into PhD talk on expectations, and that's real. So they still don't want to mention headline inflation at 8.5%, 9%. So they're talking about core PCE after you strip out energy and food, which are the highest parts of the CPI.
Which is everything. So, hang on. When he said neutral, let's give him some inside baseball. When he said neutral, what he's saying is no more. The signal there is not just about rates, but it's also about juicing the system. No more quantitative easing, no more liquidity through the balance sheet of the Fed. He's telling them the party's over and we've taken the punch bowl. Basically, is that what he meant by saying neutral? And as soon as he said it, markets tanked, right? Is that the mechanics of this?
Yeah, no, that's it. And neutral means the whole regime, right? And so yesterday when I was on your show, we were talking about, all the economists are still saying, well, we're about right. The Fed's still got it right because they're trying to balance unemployment and inflation and whatever. And the balancing act came to an end today, right? So the unemployment, everybody knows the pain for an income distribution will be in the headlines tomorrow, right? That they're going to put a nice soft coat on this, that they're doing this for the poor, which is true. That's fine. But it's like finally, you finally realize what 10%.
What do you mean they're doing it for the poor? They're screwing the poor. They're screwing the poor in this country every day. Right. Any person under 35 years old, you're getting hosed every day. And here's what's going to happen. Your credit cards are going to explode. The car repossessions are going up. You're late on your mortgage. You're late on your rent. Wages are going down. 50% of the CEOs yesterday said in a survey we're going to start the layoffs within 6 months to a year. If you're under 35 years old, you don't own anything, and you're not going to own anything. And Powell just told you, get ready to go into middle age like that. This is going to be a debacle, and here's why. They haven't cut to the problem of the energy crisis in this country. The natural gas is going to explode up to $12 or $15, and hey, you wait. Everybody's been cutting off their air conditioning. It's going to be a long, cold winter. Hang on for a second.